Hello everyone, we're currently on our 10th day of traveling through Teyvat with an end goal of obtaining 100,000 free-to-play Primogems. Last time we pulled on a beginner banner for Noelle, but Jean decided to come along and join us in this journey. We also completed a 9-pillar trial quest after we fully leveled up our Geo statue to level 10 and got a 5-star Noblest flower, but it had pretty sad substats on it. We also started the Aranara questline just so we could finish the Graven Innocence event. We got to the part where we unlocked the hidden statue of the 7 in Sumeru and took pictures of the Aranaras. After that, we went to do the Tablet Analytics event, which was a pretty good combat event where we could just use the trial characters that Hoyoverse provides us to complete the stages and obtain all of the rewards in it. We finished every event in 3.0 and collected all the Primogems from him. We also explored the upper part of the chasm and completed the world quest, so we have access to the underground as well now. But we will be exploring Inazuma first and try to complete the Archon quest. So we completed both parts of a Dane's Left quest, so we can move on to the next region. Right now we are sitting at 12,293 Primogems, just a little bit over 12% of the way to our final goal of 100k. Take a guess on how long until I can reach 100k in the comments below. So with a brand new day, of course, we will be doing some commissions for more of our daily source of Primogems. First, we went to Wangshu Inn and helped out Mr. Smiley by delivering food. Next, we defended a leyline monolith with our Primogems on the line and successfully retracted the attacking enemies. We had a time trial quest to reach the finish line and finally beat up some Abyss Mages and Elite Trolls, all for 60 Primogems to brighten up our day. Alright, so we have the Chapter 2 prologue quest we need to finish before we can get to Inazuma. So we went on board to one of the best Genshin ships, the Crooks, and met with Beidou, along with Kazuha for the first time. We then entered a tournament so we could win a free ticket to Inazuma. We had a series of 1v1 duels against some people, but they weren't much of an issue. We also got to show off to Kazuha and defeated some slimes. After that, we went to reclaim the stolen vision from some treasure hoarders and completed the prologue. So now we can set sail to Inazuma, which I believe consists of another difficulty spike. But there will be a lot of new exploration and quests we can do for even more Primogems, so it's pretty exciting. We boarded the Crooks and made our way to Inazuma. After we docked, we fished up some pufferfish because we needed them for refining the catch porn. The Archon quest in Inazuma is pretty dialogue heavy. We stalked some dude and exposed them for tax fraud. After that, we met a Kanjo commissioner and her daughter and were tasked to deliver a letter. We used this as an opportunity to get out of Rito so we can make our way to Inazuma City and continue the Archon quest from there. So this quest is really similar to the Transport Balloon Commission, where we have to protect the balloon from incoming enemies. We had our first test against the Nobushis. They deal a lot of damage against us and are fairly tanky on top of that, so they were a pretty challenging overworld enemy to fight against. Our balloon got roughed up a bit, but we managed to escort it through the enemies. We also unlocked the Sacred Sakura Tree, and although there are no Primogems reward for leveling it up, we will most likely do it for the crowns and Shrine of Depth keys. Alright, time for the game plan. We just hit AR 40, which means we automatically got our world level ascended to 5. The overworld enemies are getting tougher, and with us being in Inazuma, it will pose a big challenge for us, so hopefully we can still keep up with the harder enemies. On the bright side, the enemies and the boss drops are going to be higher tier, and soon we can start farming for artifacts after we hit AR 45. For the Archon quest, we'll try to get to the fight with the Raiden Shogun, so hopefully we can clear that without wiping. It was also the end of the week, so we'll have to defeat the weekly bosses, but since we reach AR 40, we can fight the next difficulty for them. And I believe the bosses guarantee a 5-star gold artifact drop, so hopefully we can get something good out of it. What are you looking at? Anyways, we made our way to Komoroe Tea House and met Best Dog Taromaru and Toma. After that, we went to Kamisato Estate and was tasked to help out some people that got their visions taken away. We helped out Tejima in Konda village and helped restore some of his memories back. The next person we helped was a samurai. We beat up some treasure hoarders and got some info about his sword. Lastly, we met Yae Miko in a Narukami shrine while helping out the last person. And after that, we completed all 3 of the tasks assigned to us and finally got to meet Ayaka at the Kamisato estate. Next, we have to rescue Masakatsu, who is imprisoned at a police station. To aid us with this, we met Yoimiya at Naganohara Fireworks and infiltrated into the police station. There were a lot of guards, who were all pretty tanky at world level 5. We found all of the hidden chests in this domain and successfully rescued Masakatsu. We met back up with Ayaka and Toma in Komoroe Tea House and completed the questline. Now we have to play both Yoimiya and Ayaka's story quest before we can continue on our Archon quest. Yoimiya's story quest was pretty straightforward and dialogue heavy. We had to help out Sakujiro with escaping Inazuma and a 10-year-old commission. We prepared a boat for the escape and talked to a bunch of different people. The 10-year-old commission caught up with our plan, and we got to use Yoimiya as a trial character to defeat them. At the end, we got to watch the fireworks with Yoimiya, so that was pretty nice. Ayaka's story quest was pretty similar to Yoimiya's. We helped out some merchants with lost goods and used her to defeat some nobushis. After that, we went to eat at a restaurant and helped Ayaka look for a notebook. We later went on to a date to the festival and watched her dance in the river. Before we continue on our Conquest, let's do some training so we can get ready for the boss fight that awaits us later. So now we can finally continue on our Conquest. We learned that Toma was getting his vision taken away, so we went to help him. At the Vision Hunt degree, we met the Electro Archon, Raiden Shogun, for the first time and had to confront her in a story boss battle. We just got to world level 5, so she's level 69 while our characters are still level 60. Luckily, the battle was a fight of endurance, so we didn't really need to kill her. We just had to chip away her HP bar slowly until she locked our character's visions. After that, we just had to survive for a while longer until the battle ended by itself. I took advantage of Hyper Bloom to do most of the damage. With Barbara being a tank and a healer, the fight wasn't that difficult and we cleared it on the first try. We stopped here for the time being so we can focus on our weeklies. Dragon Boy fight was the same as always. Our Hyper Bloom team slowly depleted his HP away and defeated him. So because we are now AR40, we get guaranteed 5-star artifact drops. Dragon Boy dropped a goblet with pretty nice substats, but the defense percent doesn't really benefit our characters besides maybe Noelle. We also got another bow billet from the boss as well. I also let some people from my Twitch stream in my world to carry me in the Andreas fight while I was watching from a distance. Just pray you're lucky. How did I die? What? Somehow I still got killed, but I guess that's karma for not contributing to the boss fight. Oh yeah, we got another goblet as well, but this time with HP stats. Lastly, we had to fight Child, which was pretty easy in co-op. This time we got a gladiator circlet, but as you probably could have guessed, we got another defense stat. Maybe I'll do weekly bosses solo next week so Genshin can award me with better stats on our artifacts. I also completed some web events for some free Primogems as well. The signer one was pretty easy. We just shared the site and pressed the button for 40 Primos. The Genshin concert was pretty similar. We shared a ticket and got 30 Primogems from it, but we got to see some cool Genshin character drip, so that was pretty nice. Before we check out how many Primogems we have now, let's withdraw everything we have in the mailbox because I kinda just hoarded all the freebie Primos and didn't bother to claim them at all. But yeah, let's check our total Primogem count for now. 13,643. So we're a bit over 13% of a way there to 100,000 free-to-play Primogems. But this also spells doom for me. For those of you that don't know, I am making a bet with you guys. If I make it to 100,000 subscribers before this account reaches 100,000 free-to-play Primogems, I will be forced to will 100k Primogems on my main, which right now it's looking very likely that I will lose a bet and break my wallet since I'm less than 4,000 subs away from 100k. We made pretty good progress in 2.0, so I'm looking forward to how many Primogems we can get in 2.1. A lot of you guys also suggested good ideas on what we could do to get more Primogems, which is really nice because we are all on this journey together. I really appreciate all the comments and suggestions you guys make to improve this series overall as well. So let me know if you have any more tips and make sure to subscribe for more Road to 100k videos, and I'll see you in the next one.